We were talking, Gabby, weren't we, during the match, about the positioning Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had people in. I know he was forced to make a bit of a change when McTominay came off early in the first half, but bringing Martial on just caused a little bit of an imbalance.
Yeah, and I think even from the start of the game, I don't like seeing Rashford on the right side of midfield. Even if you asked him yourself, I'm sure he'll say he doesn't like playing there. I used to play there sometimes, and it's totally different than playing left midfield for an attacker who's right-footed. We all prefer to play on that side, and you can see he's not happy when he's playing there. His performances aren't the same when he's playing there, and that's something that Solskjaer needs to address. If that means Pogba doesn't start or Martial doesn't start, you have to play Rashford in his preferred position.
Or does Rashford need to learn how to play both sides?
Yeah, you can do, but we see the best of Rashford on that left side, cutting in on his right foot, getting them shots off, doing 1-2s, getting past people. It's always on that left-hand side. When he plays on the right, he doesn't look the same player, and that showed again today.
Yeah, it's been... I mean, I understand the difficulties with it, but I also think if you're a Premier League footballer and you also play in the England team, you need to be a little bit versatile. So maybe he needs to work on that side of his game.
No, I totally agree. Definitely he needs to work on it, but it's just frustrating when you're watching and you feel that when you try and fit players in a team, sometimes you're not going to get the best out of all of them. And I do agree Rashford should work on his right-hand side of the pitch, because he might have to play there in future games.
He looked really out of sorts, actually, Rashford. That chance he had in the first half where he just dilly-dallied over it, it just didn't look as sharp as when we're used to seeing him.
Yeah, it was quite disappointing for me today. I mean, Manchester United as a team were very disappointing, all the players, to be honest. But the Rashford that we're seeing for the whole of this season has been a Rashford of top form. Today wasn't at his best, but I still think it's that position, and maybe it's something that he'll speak to the manager about himself and say, please play me on that left-hand side, because even when Martial come on for McTominay, he didn't do anything all game, Martial, so it's worth giving Rashford a go on that side.
I want to talk about the resurgence of Arsenal. I agree with you. I think they were really impressive tonight for sure, but just going back to United very quickly, earlier on we had a conversation about whether or not Manchester United are actually in a false position in second. 3 points now behind Manchester City, who have a game in hand at the moment. Do you feel, because of the way the table is, because of the way the Premier League is this season, that they are in a slightly false position, or do they deserve to be where they are?
I think it's hard to say they're in a false position. I feel that a lot of teams have been dropping points this season. That's why it's a crazy season, and anyone can win the title. But you look at Manchester United's players, they should be looking to be in the top 4 positions, but going off their performance today, their performance against Sheffield United, you can't see this Manchester United team winning the title. Today they didn't look like a team that was hungry to go and win a game to win the title. If that was Manchester City today, they find a way to win because they want to win the title. They believe they can. Liverpool believe they still can. This Manchester United team looks like a team now that, top 4 they'll take. They're not really looking to win the title.
I thought it was very flat. I thought we missed an opportunity to, win that game today. And with Arteta, I think he's improved us defensively for sure, because we're conceding less goals, but I don't think he's improved us going forward. I just think some of the decision-making when we're going forward is really, really poor. Even on set pieces, we're not, from the start of the season, it's very rare that I've seen a set piece being taken, whether it be a corner or a free kick, and we've cleared the first man. I think, these are professional players. They've got to be able to, the training for that during the week to get a ball into the middle somewhere. It's players like Pepe, Xhaka, Willian as well, who, I just don't think he, should be in the team at all. So that spell, that bad spell that we just came out of, if it weren't for Bukayo Saka on his own, that kind of rings a few alarm bells in my mind about Arteta, about going forward. So I'm still concerned, I still think we, if, even with Aubameyang being out and not being confident, I mean, our top scorer is Lacazette. He's on 5 goals. That's, to me, I think we've gone backward in terms of going forward in our attack. Defensively, yeah, but I'm still not convinced Arteta's going to take us forward. We need a proven winning manager who's won, titles before in other leagues or here. I don't think he's going to be the one to take us forward.